The truth.
Alrighty, welcome back guys. It's me again, Audie. And we're continuing this series with starting out kind of a panel series, I guess you should say. So we'll go through all the different panels that are in this game. And we're going to start with the deed panel because it is one of the most important. The reason I wanted to start with it is because I notice a lot of new players, they get into the game super excited, they start questing, they level along, and then they hit a certain point and they realize that they're way behind on their deeds because they haven't done any, and now you got to go back to all those previous areas and redo them, and it can be kind of annoying to go back. However, that's your preference. The reason deeds are important is because they give you these. These are virtues. We will be doing a virtues video probably next because it is equally as important. And as you can see, these virtues give you extra stats. And you'll pick which ones you want and put them up here. The only way to get these virtues leveled is to deed. So you want to deed as you go along. Now, to open the deed panel, I think the default key binding is Shift L. However, you can change that to whatever you want. Or you can go down here to the bottom left of your bar, click this arrow. It brings up a bunch of options, see deed log, and it will tell you which key you have bound to it. See, I have X. So if I press X, it'll open this, because it's faster. Anyways, click that. Here's your deed panel. Yay, us. So this toon is very young, as you can see. She's only 9, so she has barely any deeds active. But you'll see here, class, race, epic. Everyone gets these. And they're per your class. So if you're a burglar or a hunter or whatever other class, you're going to have different ones that show up here than you see on my screen because I'm a captain. So these are for captains. The class deeds in particular are basically use, certain skills that you have a certain number of times. So this one says use make haste, which is my run speed skill. And if you hover your cursor over the bar, it will tell you how many times you have to use it and how far along you are. And of course the reward 5 Lotro points. These are very important to finish and they will automatically pop up as you level and use your skills. The reason these are important to finish is because you go here, you see this class trait point? Super important. These are what you use to get more skills and invest in your trait trees later on. And of course we'll totally do a trait tree video because that's also very important. Yeah, okay, whatever, it's all important. Anyways, do these because you need them. The rest, the race epic stuff is more or less just RP. That, like here, consume a certain emote. A lot of this is to do with festivals and stuff. These will not reward you virtue XP towards these virtues. So this is just an RP fun thing. If you want, you don't have to worry about these. The rest of these tabs here are regions, the main regions of Middle Earth. So as you can tell, they go in order. So you click on Eriador, and Breeland is the first one that pops up. I haven't been, I'm in Bree, or no, I'm in the Shire now. This character hasn't been to Bree yet, so she has no deeds showing. So we'll click the next one, the Shire, there we go. So you activate a deed by encountering it in the world as you quest. So there's 2 types of deeds. These ones here are explorer deeds. So they basically want you to find, 6 locations in this case. These seals start out all gray. They will turn red when you finish them. And the way you activate this deed is basically by just going to the area. And the quest chains match up very well with the deeds. The devs have made it so that you will activate pretty much all the deeds in the game just by following the quests. So it's really easy. And these will pop up. So when you activate a new quest, they will pop up down here on your alert bar. And as you can see on my way here, I activated a new quest. See? Deed bestowed pops up, click it. And if this wasn't open, it would actually open this panel to my new deed. So I discovered Goblin Slayer because I killed 1 goblin on my way here. And again, if you hover your cursor over the bar, it says I need 29 more, so 30 total. So this is the other type of deed. So we had the explorer deeds here. And we have the Slayer deeds. Now before I get into Slayer deeds, quickly go back to Explore because this is really easy. So you find these 6 locations. You don't have to do anything when you get there. You just hit that spot where it discovers, boom, you're done. Super easy. The rewards, of course, 5 Lotro points, which are very important for you free-to-play players who are trying to Lotro point grind your way through the game. Skirmish marks, which are just a currency that you can use to barter for some armor and gear, and mostly just cosmetics. It's not really a big value here. And then we get to the super important one, Virtue Experience. See, 2,000 Virtue Experience. This is what levels up your virtues, right? Makes sense? Easy. This is the only way to level these. So do your deeds. And of course the last reward is an increased reputation with the faction that is attached to that area. Super easy. Again, hover your cursor over top, little tooltip pops up and it tells you it will give you a 500 reputation increase to the Matham House, which is the reputation faction in the Shire. That's the other best way to get Lotro points, is by grinding reputation with these factions. So the Explorer deeds, super easy again, basic, just go to the places, done. Slayer deeds, if you kill a thing, the deed will pop up. Again, super easy. Now, if you look at the rewards here, you don't see that VXP reward. That is because for Slayer deeds, you have to do 2 tiers of it to get that Virtue XP. So this one, for example, you know, I'm at 1 of 20, so I need to kill 20 more spiders. When I kill that last spider, it will pop up down here in your little alerts panel and say you have earned a new deed, or you've opened a new deed, whatever. And that deed will say Complete Spider Slayer Advanced. And advanced numbers are usually double the basic numbers, not always, but most of the time. So the Spider Slayer Advanced will be kill 40 spiders. So basically, to get your Virtue XP, you will have to kill 60 spiders total in this case. The numbers do increase as you level, of course, so these basic starter ones are the best and fastest to get your Virtue XP. But again, same thing, Lotro points, reputation. These Slayer deeds and some of the Explorer ones do give you cool titles if you're into that sort of thing. For example, my title right now is the Stalwart Journeyer. And so once I finish this deed, if I want to use Spider Sting as my title and have that show, then I can just do that. Super easy. And lastly, if you want to track this on your quest tracker, which we will also be doing a video about, simply click this, Add to Tracker. Boom. It shows up right here. And it even tracks on there for you, 1 out of 20. So you can just run around, kill things, and track it here, and it's super easy. If you want, you can buy accelerators in the store. So we'll click this button. It always opens up the in-game store. I'm not a big in-game store person. You can get most of the things in-game for free, including these, from Hobbit Gifts often, which is a VIP perk, by the way. So if you free-to-play players want these, that's something that might not be available to you. But these are really easy Slayer Deed accelerators. They basically make it so that every one of your kills counts as 2. So it halves your deeding time, basically. Easy. And of course, if you don't want to track this anymore, simply hit Remove from Tracker. Or, if you right-click this ring here, brings up a little menu, just hit Remove. Done. Easy. So, that's pretty basic. I mean, again, this character hasn't been around much. She's only level 9. So these 4 deeds that show here are the only 4 that she's discovered. That does not mean there are only 4 in the Shire. There's more like 24 in the Shire. And if you want a complete list of every deed in every region and where to go and how to finish them, the Lotro Wiki is your best resource for that. You can just Google it. It's all listed there. And if you wanted to see any deeds that you've completed, obviously you just click Completed. I haven't completed any, but they would be listed here. Completed. Easy. These other 2 options, Set Rewards and Filter, you can use the filter if you like, as per your preference. The Set Rewards doesn't matter anymore. They changed the way we deed recently, and this isn't a thing anymore. It used to be different. I won't get into that, but basically, you could see it in a different view, I guess, if you like, but that's not really necessary anymore. Yeah, so of course in Eriador you can go through all the different little mini areas. Arid Lewin, this Dwarf Starter area, Lone Lands, North Downs, but you can explore all through there. And the rest of the regions, easy. These top ones up here, they're just other options, like Skirmishes, for example. You'll hit Skirmishes at level 20. It's kind of like an instance thing that you can do on your own or with a group. They're just fun little sort of like capture the flag type deals. And you'll get the deeds pop up as you go in those. Instances, same thing. Hobbies, there's only one hobby in this game, fishing. It's very underdeveloped. It's basically just fish, and that's it. There's no real huge deed there. There's a certain, there's a couple hidden deeds, I think, where you can get like certain fish types, but honestly, I've never even used this hobbies panel. And lastly, the war is the kind of unique one. The war tab is for PvP. So if you ever go to the Moors, it's called, or we call it the Moors, it's person versus monster player, so it's just other players playing a monster character. And the deeds will pop up here, like, if you end up killing another player, it might pop up here, kill 20 more players in this area, or whatever the deed happens to be. So that's only for PvP. So if you never go to the Moors, which again is a VIP perk, you will never see anything in here. That's fine, you're not missing anything. These bottom ones are going to be your mains. So, one last thing, it's super easy. As you can see, we had, let's go to Eriador Shire. So I had Spider Slayer. As you can see, I still need 29 more spiders in the Shire, not anywhere else, just the Shire. I'm in the Shire right now, and there happens to be a spider right behind me, so I'll show you a cool trick. If you take your cursor, highlight the enemy, put your cursor over top of it. You see that tooltip that pops up? It tells you right on there that there is an active deed that this mob will contribute to. Defeat spiders in the Shire. So that will also happen with quests. If you need a specific mob for a quest, it will pop up. So for example, I don't need anything to do with pigs. So you can see there's nothing on there. It doesn't tell you that I need it at all. Where's the spider? It says it right on there, Spider Slayer. So that's really convenient if you're wondering which mobs are going to count to your deed, or if maybe you can't find them. That will tell you for sure if it counts. And killed that one, so right away on my bar now shows 220. Easy. And that's about it for deeding. And we will see you next time.